Hi, everyone. Today I'd like to talk to you about how to use Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is a way that you can message or you can video call your teacher. You can also speak with other people inside of your class by using Google Hangouts. On the left-hand side, I see all of the people or the groups that I've communicated with before. For example, I've spoken with Mrs. Jenkins before. I've also spoken with everyone inside the third grade group. If I'd like to start a new conversation, I'm going to come up here to the New Conversation button, click on it, and then search for the name of the person I'm trying to speak to. For example, if I'd like to speak with Mrs. Jenkins or Mrs. Snedden, I can type in their name, for example, Mrs. Snedden, and once it appears below, click on it to open up a new message. Once this window opens, I can send them a message like, "Hello," and then press the Enter key on my keyboard to send it to them. If I'd like to start a video call, I can click on New Conversation, type the name of the person that I'd like to speak to, for example, Mrs. Jenkins, and then I'll click on the video icon in the upper left-hand corner of the window that appears. Let's try this out. So I'm going to click on the video call button, and you'll notice that the first time you try to start a video call, you'll need to allow Hangouts to use your camera and your microphone. That's really simple. All you need to do is press the Allow button in the window that appears. I'm going to turn my camera off. I can turn my camera off by clicking on the little movie camera icon down by the Hang Up button. That will turn my camera off, and you'll notice that my audio is still on. I can turn my audio off by clicking on the microphone. Notice how the microphone has a slash through it now, and the video has a slash through it as well. If I'd like to turn my microphone back on, all I have to do is click on the microphone icon again, and now the person on the other end can begin to hear me. I can also turn my video back on by clicking on the video icon again, and now the person on the other end can also see me. If there was a real person who was on the other end of this video call, you'd see their picture right now. If you had a group of people, you'd see all of their pictures or all of their videos, depending on whether or not they had their camera turned on. If it's time to hang up and say goodbye, you can click on the red circle, which will hang up the call. And now we're back at Google Hangouts. So once again, on the left-hand side, we see that we have the individual messages of the people I've spoken to in the past. For example, Mrs. Jenkins. We can start a new conversation by clicking on the New Conversation button and typing the person's name, and then clicking on it. We can also speak to people who are in groups by clicking on the Group button, for example, the entire third grade team, and then sending a message. When you send a message to a group, everyone inside of the group sees it. We can also start a video call with someone by clicking on their name and then clicking on the video icon. If you have any questions, feel free to email support@gcds.net and we'll give you a hand.